Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and look at Link2. Link2 has really started putting out some very interesting tweets. This is a great one, and the reason it's great, I'll hit the refresh button. They're showing you the speed that XRP goes in 5 seconds, okay, complete. They've put together an entire 10-minute video to illustrate how long it takes for Bitcoin. I think 10 minutes is being kind to Bitcoin, but this illustrates the point. I mean, there's several points, but what I've said for the last since I got in this in 2013, the only reason that you have a Bitcoin that has the market cap that it has, the only reason is because of the Bitcoin marketing machine. That's it. Which that should terrify people that hold too much of their net worth in Bitcoin, because it is a lot. I've seen them lie to you. I've seen Michael Saylor lie to you. They lie like it's their job and say that Bitcoin's the only scarce asset. It's a lie. There will never be more than 100 billion XRP, just like there will never be more than 21 million Bitcoin. It's all relative. In other words, if you have $100,000 in Bitcoin and you have $100,000 in XRP, you get more XRP, but what's a better investment? See, because my XRP, there's not going to be any more XRP, but it sends in 5 seconds to Bitcoin's 10 minutes to anywhere from 10 to 2 hours, okay? But it's cheaper to send, doesn't require all the mining that's completely unnecessary. And these guys have been, just the scarcity thing they've been lying about. I've heard Saylor multiple times, Bitcoin's the only scarce asset. He knows it's a lie. They also know damn well who Satoshi is, which makes it a scandal, folks. I'm not saying he does. I'm just saying a lot of them know all about how Bitcoin was created, and that's part of the big lie too. Anyway, the point is, Link2 is putting out great, they're putting out great tweets here lately. They are my sponsor, and you can get Ripple private equity there, not to be confused with XRP, the digital asset that they use for payments. All right, you can go to linqto.com or download the Link2 app. That's where I own my private equity, or a lot of it. Okay, check this out, Eleanor Tarrant. SEC, today's the day, folks. Gary Gensler and all of his other commissioners get to be on the hot seat. I hope they're as hard on some of the other commissioners as they are on Gary Gensler, because they are the ones that have allowed Operation Choke Point 2.0 to go on. I'm still asking the question, why is Hester Pierce still not blown the whistle? And if any of you congressmen are listening, here's a question. Why has the I can't remember what they call them, the IG, OG, anyway, the guy at the SEC who's supposed to do the internal investigations, he had an investigation because of Empower's pressure on them to investigate Bill Hinman. They said that they were wrapping it up a year ago, and we still haven't seen anything. What they're waiting on is to get through the presidential election and have all of them be fired or quit, so that they think they won't have any accountability then. Here's where it's going to be. This is the U.S. House Committee on Financial Services on YouTube. If you want to go watch it, watch the hearing. That starts at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Jesse Powell gets it. Remember yesterday when they were Kamala Harris made a one-line statement that says she'll encourage innovation in technologies like AI and digital assets while protecting consumers and investors. And Jesse Powell from Kraken says, keyword being while. After while comes the excuses. Look at the harm already done in the name of protecting our consumers and investors. That's what Gary Gensler's been saying. They know you're optimistic and inclined to infer positive things to this intentionally ambiguous statement. They'll gaslight you later. He's exactly right, folks. And look at this one. Head of communications for Stand With Crypto, which is the PAC that's trying to act like this is such a great statement, is a former Biden campaign staffer. Folks, these people lie. It's what they do for a living. I suppose this explains why Stand For Crypto pumps Kamala exclusively while touting bipartisanship as a psyop. I mean, look, there's no question what's going on here, folks. And we've touted it. Now, the traders, everybody's starting to get very excited about crypto after those interest rate cuts.
Over the last 2 weeks, that, for example, the implied volatility for calls is actually higher than for puts. So that means over the last couple of weeks, we saw actually stronger demand from people, from traders, to buy puts than to buy calls. And I think this has really shifted over the last 2 weeks. And suddenly, really, there is more demand for calls, which tells us the derivatives markets, or the traders that are focusing on the derivatives market, are really trying to position themselves for higher prices, versus, the last couple of weeks is more protecting their positions for more downside pressure, really. And of course, we're also seeing, and I think that's quite interesting, is really that suddenly a pickup in trading volumes in Korea. And there's, of course, a few factors. The central bank in Korea, the Bank of Korea, will have kind of like a supermarket, a trial project in December where 100,000 people can actually pay with the central bank's digital currency in super.
Okay. Then Lark Davis, who is a Bitcoin guy, says that Bitcoin can make a parabolic move soon. Here's why. Historically, the average return for Bitcoin in Q4 is 88%. If we see an 88% gain in Q4, it would take Bitcoin close to 120,000. Even if we get 55% move upward, like we saw last year, it could take Bitcoin to 100,000. But last year, we didn't have Bitcoin ETFs, rate cuts, elections, FTX, 16 billion cash repayments. We have all the catalysts this year. Just imagine what could happen. We have all the catalysts for XRP too. Minimum $10 XRP this bull run. That's what Credible Crypto and Thinking Crypto are talking about.
You could very reasonably see a minimum of $5,000 to $7,000 Ethereum, more likely a minimum $10,000, somewhere between $10,000 to $20,000. I've been very vocal about a double-digit XRP, and I'm not talking about like $95 or anything like that. I'm talking about a minimum of $10.
Right.
And realistically, I think we could easily push up between $20 to $30. And when I say that, initially people again are obviously skeptical. I get met with you're crazy.
Ooh, he's talking $20
you're
to $30.
Irrational, you're illogical. And then I'm like, do you believe in a $10,000 Ethereum? And the answer is usually yes. And then I'm like, all right, well, let's take a look at the market cap of Ethereum, which I'll pull up right now.
And Cred, I know some of the skeptics will say, hey, but look at the token supply, right? It's very different. Does that matter?
Yeah, so token supply doesn't matter. It matters if inflation is uncapped. It matters if inflation is unlimited. At that point, it matters. But as long as supply is capped, regardless if it's 1 million coins or 1 billion coins, it doesn't matter. And that's because price will adjust based on that supply, right? So, for example, the reason that Ethereum is $2,500 and XRP is 20 cents, despite having market caps that are not different by 100 times, is because the supply of Ethereum is a lot less. And so the value per token is a lot higher. But at the end of the day, the market cap is what you should be focusing on rather than supply. And so Ethereum sits here at a market cap of 300 million, while XRP sits at a market cap of 32 million. There's a 10x difference in market cap, but there's an over like hundreds of difference in token price because the supply is so different. But what you should be focusing on is the market cap. And what you take away from here is that Ethereum market cap is 10 times that of XRP today, and that's what matters. Now, a $10,000 Ethereum gives us a market cap of 1.2 billion. A $1.2 billion market cap on XRP I don't know, doing some quick math, what does that give us? 1.2 billion. I don't have a calculator on me. Divided by 30 million. I think that's about a 400x, if I'm not mistaken. So a 400x on 60 cents is $24. So if you think that Ethereum can hit $10,000, then you should agree that XRP can realistically hit above $20. And the thing to remember is that XRP flipped Ethereum in the last cycle for a small period of time.
Right.
And so if XRP breaks out from this 7-year long consolidation and goes on a run, $10, if we think Ethereum can hit a market cap of 1.2, what was that? Did I say billion? 1.2 trillion, I meant, sorry. 1.2 trillion. And if XRP can hit 1.2 trillion, that puts us at 24. That means that if XRP can even hit half a trillion, that puts us at $10.
Right.
So if you think this is irrational or ridiculous, then you're irrational or ridiculous if you think Ethereum can hit $10,000, right? Like, it's pretty simple logic, but it escapes a lot of people. So yeah, if XRP breaks out, easily new highs, easily, in my opinion, double digits, and let's see if we can get to 20 or $30. That's kind of where I think is a sweet spot and where I love to take a lot of profits.
Look at that. That's a thumbnail. Easily double digits. I like that. He's right. We've always been right about XRP. There's just a lot of people that have been whining and crying because they think it took too long. And they think that waiting 3 to 5 years was too long, and that it really hurts their feelings. Well, guess what? I've been here since 2013, and I've never sold my core XRP holdings. Never. Okay? So cry me a river. I know what I hold. That's the reason I've been here since 2013, and I'm not going anywhere. All these negative people and all these people who lost their faith, they can go. Why are they still here is my question. If you don't believe it anymore, why are you still here? It's always been an interesting fact to me that all these people that claim we still hold it, but they want to stay here and try to convince all of you that XRP is not what you thought it was. Why are they here? There's a reason they're here. We all know what the reason they're here is. Somebody wants them here. All right, Bitcoin price target hit 78,000. Well, it's either that or they're just staying here because they know they can get a lot of views using XRP and Ripple, and then they pivot from those views to pump other tokens that they hold. That's the other reason that they're here. Latest Bitcoin price target hit 78K for Chinese stimulus package. With the People's Bank of China injecting $140 billion in the financial system, analysts predict Bitcoin breakout. Previous stimulus announcements led to 100% Bitcoin rallies. Will history repeat? I think I'm going to end it here. Maybe I may play this later. Now, in DAIXRP.com, let me tell you, folks, you know how nothing seems to have made sense in this country for the last 5 to 10 years? Well, I've had a theory for over 10 years, really, that there were really bad forces that were trying to destroy this country from within. I'm going to show you who they are, and I'm going to show you exactly how they've been trying to do it. There's a guy who went on the inside, and he knows. And these people are treasonous scumbags. And this story does not end without these people in prison or worse, because they've got the evidence. And I'm going to show you the evidence. They've got it. In other words, the worst of the worst bad guys that are running this country, and it's not Joe Biden, not that he's good. The real shadow government, those people, they've got them dead to rights, folks. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show it to you. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family. Away we go.